Hi everyone, it is Sunday night and I thought I'll just pop on to share a moment with you. So a couple of days ago I was watching one of my subscribers' channels. It's a craft channel. I also have another craft channel, and we both subscribe to each other. And I was completely taken by surprise when I realized that right at the end of her video, in which she was featuring items that others have done, she did a review of my book. She had supported me by purchasing the paperback, and she had it as one of the items to show. I was totally blown away, you know, as a first-time writer, and the process that you have gone through to see that others are reading what you wrote and can relate to it in their own way. That was such a good feeling at that moment. I think I smiled throughout the rest of the video. So I've gotten her permission to share a clip, and so I'll add it at the end of this. So I stay tuned for that. I'll end here though, as usual, by thanking you guys for watching, as always, and I'll see you in the next video and the comments. Bye.
It is a book, and it's a true poetry story by I.J. King. She has a YouTube channel. I will link it below. She does sewing. This is a very small book, and no more than 50 pages, but very deep if you want to get into it. It's telling you of her life, and you can read between the lines, but then there's a little something, because we all are similar even though we're different, you know, and there just might be something in this book that will click for you and maybe further your cause or change the way that you look at something, or just something you say, well, I do agree with that. And if you don't, you know, we all have our own opinion. But it do, in the back, she has like a journal. And on the journal, you keep to explore your thoughts on the theme of each poem. Take a moment to think about the questions, prompts, and write down how you feel about the answer. After that, write your poem. It would be good for your soul. So she basically, if you need to do some type of journaling, this book might be a good start for that. Now, I haven't read through all of it. I'm not a poetry reader, but I do support her because I've watched her make a lot of nice items on YouTube regarding sewing, and I'm supporting her. Okay, this is a way. I'm not being paid by her to say this. And there's one poem in here, if you guys don't mind, and if I don't stutter and all this stuff, I can get it out. And I'm getting the take on it by reading the book. I haven't got far on it. Is that one side, and I hope she doesn't mind me sharing you the book, and hopefully you guys will purchase it off of Amazon. One side seemed to be her, about what's going on, what happened to her or going on in her life at that time. And then on the other side is the poem that she came up with. And that's the same with you. So you might read this one, and then on the back in the journal, put your own, express your own self. Good little thing here. So bear with me. This one is called Feelings, but I'm going to read her part. I can't remember the exact time when I started writing prose and scribbling down sayings. It might have been around 10 years of age, since that is when I started high school. 10 years of age. She was smart, okay? I know that I read a lot of literature. Any kind. It didn't matter what the book was all about. Place it in my hands and I would read it with sheer delight. A regular bookworm. I always had a book on me, thanks to my mother, who kept me in constant supply on our bi-monthly trip to the parish library. I was sure to return home with at least 6 fat books. To me, a book was a living thing. I would get lost in it and become the character of themselves, living their lives as an escape from reality of mine. That is how I felt most of the time. Now that's her thing. Now here's her poem. Let me get it out. Feeling imminent. Okay. Feeling imminent. From the depths of one's soul. It is that step nearer to attain one's goal. For how can objects and things be real if one does not have an urge to feel? Some people are like mirrors you can see within, while others are tough and are as hard as tin. But even though their blood can't congeal, they cannot prevent the urge to feel. You may try to travel along life's smooth path, a picture of happiness, avoiding all wrath. But there comes the day when you get a raw deal, and suddenly you express the urge to feel. Don't make enemies, don't make friends. Need them most, they disappear from both ends. For when you are alone, you can only appeal to yourself and this irresistible urge to feel. You may say this mood is a hurting one. Odds are against you when the rule is all or none. Nevertheless, do not spin the wheel to a point of regret. You ever had the urge to feel. So I'll bump up the last few ones. So give it a try. I think it was under $10, maybe. Yeah, it was definitely under $10. And, if you have Prime, I don't know if I paid shipping, but I do like it.